My daddy likes robots.
Hello everyone, this is Cybertronianbeast, and let's talk Transformers. Well, today we're taking a look at one of my favorite characters ever. This is Generations Leader Class Jetfire. And I could not be happier. I've waited a long time for this figure to come out. A new Jetfire, a big Jetfire, and wow, I am over the moon happy that this thing has finally come out. Let's take a quick look at the packaging here. Obviously, standard Generations packaging as of these days. Really cool art on the side here. I believe it's Phil Jimenez that did this. I think he did all of the art for the Generations packaging. Huge window here showing Jetfire in his robot mode. It says he's got a photon missile launcher. 30th anniversary, blah, blah, blah. Onto the side. Series 1, number 1. Onto the back here. You see Jetfire in his robot mode, alt mode, which looks really good. A large description or bio here. See if I can zoom in and you can read it if you want. My packaging is the Canadian packaging, so if you would like to read it in English, French, and Spanish, then go ahead. There it is. And his tech specs down the bottom there. And on this side here, he is number 21 out of 30. And that is the Thrilling 30. And that's the other side of that really cool art piece. On the bottom, no, they're not showing us another leader class. They're showing us Roadbuster, which we already have. That's cool. Anyway, enough with the packaging. Let's open this bad boy up. Okay, so here is Jetfire out of the box. And he looks pretty damn good. Really shiny weapons. So, yeah. I think that's a point of contention with a lot of fans, so maybe we'll talk about that in a second or so. What I want to do first, though, is I want to bring in some size comparisons. Here is my incomplete, but still good for size comparison, Classics Jetfire. And, yeah, he's cool, but kind of on the small side. And then here is my complete G1, really yellow G1 Jetfire there. And you can see that even G1 is still towering over the new leader class, but it's G1 and it's awesome. So, but after the Kronos review, I have now have to get a whiter Jetfire figure to get him a little bit better looking, but whatever. Anyway, get those guys out of there. Jetfire, he is pretty cool. I want to get a look at his face here. You do get a mask. If you have been reading Robots in Disguise, the comic book, you will know that Jetfire does have his battle mask, and that's what this is here. Quick way to get it off is you take your fingers and you put them on the antennas and you just kind of push them apart a bit. It disengages it, and there's his face. So, there you go. And, yeah. The battle mask is pretty cool. There is storage for it. Not officially, but there is storage. If you want to turn them around, you expose the back here. Let's zoom out a bit. And you've got the nose of the plane here. You bring it down. And if you put the face mask in, upside down, actually. Put it in upside down. It'll just kind of sit in there like that. And you can put it up. And it's gone. And it stays in there too, really well. So it shakes around, but yeah, it's not coming out of there. So with regards to the weapons, they are obviously an homage to the G1, where he had red weapons on all sides of his body. So weapons on the legs, weapons on the arms, and his gun wasn't red, but whatever. They kind of got a little chrome happy. And then the back of him had the big red boosters, which kind of continued on. I want to comment that the chrome work they did on this has not been the greatest. So yeah, there, right there, you can see it. There is some chrome chipping already on me. And like, this is literally just out of the box. So not overly pleased about that, but it gives me an excuse to do the little customization where I strip the chrome off and go with the flat red weapons. So if you'll take a look here, you can undo it. You see the ports on the weapons are actually a red plastic, and yeah, that's the actual plastic of these weapons. So it's not like a silver or a black or something like that. If you were to strip off all of this, you're going to be left with this flat red plastic, and that's probably a lot better than really crummy looking flaked off chrome. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Anyway, on to the figure and the articulation. Pretty good, actually. There is no ankle tilt, which it's unfortunate, especially on a figure this big. But the feet do come pre-tilted, if you'll see there. So in any angled stance, he's good to go. If you were to put him straight up, his feet do look a little odd. So yeah, so usually an angled stance, something like that, you're going to be okay. They do have the front and back, which is due to transformation. He does have a knee, nice solid ratchet joints on that, and the knee will go forever. So like, you're getting tons of jointage out of that. The hip, you're going in and out on another ratchet, and you can go front and back as well. There is no waist swivel, which is unfortunate, but yeah, he's a big guy, so a waist swivel would have been nice. Up to the arms, you have a lot of back kibble here, a lot of it. So you're not going to be able to go full 360. It's just impossible. But if the back kibble were gone, you could. I mean, there you go. But you do have this joint here that allows you to pull the arm out to the side. You do have a bicep swivel, which is really tight. You do have a elbow joint, which is another ratchet. And the hands themselves do not turn. They are static in a fist, which would hold a gun. You got your 5mm port in there, so you could put this blaster in the gun or in the hand as well. Maybe. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, it would have been nice to have at least a wrist swivel on there, because it is just a solid chunk of plastic. One piece of concern is if you do not have these weapons on the arm, then the outside of the arm looks really terrible. So yeah, I know that there are some people hoping that like maybe a Shapeways company will do something that will just fill that up. Who knows? But at least when you have the weapons on there, they look okay. As far as the head goes, up and down and left and right and back and forwards, and yeah, all kinds of movement on there. Tons and tons. Yeah. Really good. Okay, so transformation. The transformation is actually really easy. What I like to do is take off the arm weapons, because they don't go on the arms in transformation. Take off the gun. And the gun, while I'm mentioning it, it does have a missile in there. It does fire, right like that. Really good. And so, starting in the transformation here, I like to disengage the arms from the wings. There is a peg right in there, if you'll see it. So you bring that out, take that off of there, and bring the whole arm assembly down. Same on the other side. 1, 2. Then you bring the whole body down. There are 2 flaps here. You can bring them up. It's not necessary until later, but while you're here, you might as well spin the head around too. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to bring the wings down, just to get them out of the way, because we're going to bring the arms right back up, straight like that. And we're going to bring the hands down nice and straight. And they are actually going to peg into here, just like that. So they're just like that, right straight like that. What you're going to do next is you're actually going to take the legs and you're going to spin them right around, and you're going to spin them 45 degrees. Now you'll see here, you do have a peg on the inside of the leg here, right there. That is going to peg into here. I don't think you can see it very well yet. Let's get rid of that. Bring out the face mask. But we're going to, you have to slide this backpack here down. So you're going to bring it up and you're just going to slide it down. And like so, just like that. It moves like half an inch. That's it. But it makes all the difference. Maybe we should fix the feet first too. All you got to do is push the feet in, just like that. So now these things are lined up. So now you've got this peg and this port here. And now you just got to peg it in. Just like that. One thing that I definitely struggled with for the first time is, you see how the leg goes and then this part here is on an angle, it faces that way. Well, you need it to face straight. So what you're going to want to do is just pull it like that. That's really simple to mess up, but it makes all the difference in the world when you're trying to put the front of the plane together. So you're coming around here like this. Remember to do the feet just like that. Spin. And now you get to peg in your back here just like that. Whoops. I came unpegged. Now again here at the front, just a quick little change. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so now you're left with the front of the plane, and it looks something like that. A bit of a mess. So what you're going to do is, we got to put the face mask back on them. You don't have to, but it might as well. You basically have to bring this all together like that. Yeah, and it's just going to slide right up. And the reason that it makes so much of a difference to have these things straight is because this part here has to slide directly into the legs, or where they were. So that's why it makes so much of a difference. And there you go. Now when you get that up there, you have to flip down these panels that you had, and it'll cover up the hole you had made. And now all you got to do is bring the nose comb down. And there are 2 pegs. One's there, one's on the other side, and then there is one right at the back. So you're going to want to get those 2 to clip, and then the one at the back is going to clip. And you are all set. You have some fins at the back that you can flip up to give yourself some tail wings, or tail fins. You can peg on the weapons on the wings. And there you go. That's Jetfire. You do have landing gear. The landing gear is already built into the legs, so you have landing gear at the front that you can flip down. And there you go. There is a cool feature that I didn't really know what to make of it. If you flip down the rear wings, you can have this kind of act like a turret. It just flips around. I don't know why, but yeah, that's something. And the main weapon, his blaster, like most plane figures, it does peg into the front of the plane, like so. Whoa! Just almost shot myself in the face. So yeah, and you can keep the landing gear down while you have that out. I didn't, so there you go. So there, and that's Jetfire. He's pretty cool. One last thing is you can open up the canopy. A lot of people may not know that. It looks so snug there, but it does open. You can get a little dude in there if you have something so small. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I really do like it. The jet mode is so sleek that it is pretty cool. I really like the way that it looks. The nose is a rubber, so you can tell there. So, I mean, it might hurt if you get stabbed with it, but it's not going to kill you, so, yeah. On the bottom, you will see that, yes, there is a faux chest, and yes, that is a bit of a sticking point with most people, I myself included. But on the upside, I have to say that the jet mode really does look a lot better with a real canopy, and a working canopy even, like opening and closing canopy. I really do like that. And on the bottom, I mean, I really do like everything fitting together. It looks really good. Yeah. I think my biggest problem with it is the wrist swivels. It has no wrist swivels. It's a leader class toy. Give it some wrist swivels. But other than that, I really like it. I don't know, faux chest or not. I think this is one of the better toys of the year, for sure. I'm probably going to end up doing the stripping of the chrome just because it seems to be stripping itself at this time. So, yeah, doesn't want to stay. But yeah, I like it. Anyway, let me know what you think of Leader Class Jetfire. Leave a question or comment in my YouTube thread here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, please do. We can chat about Transformers. And yeah, I'm always up for talking Transformers. So follow at Cybertronianbeast. You can check out my Facebook page. I post all kinds of pictures and lots of stuff. Everything I review or everything I put up on Facebook will come to you if you follow me on Facebook. And please check out the podcast I'm on. Me and 3 other awesome Transformers fans got together and we started doing a podcast, and it's going really well. We're into the 70 episodes now, so yeah, I think it's doing pretty well. We have awesome Transformers related guests on there all the time, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I think everyone that's into Transformers would like it. So check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Cybertronianbeast, and I'll talk to you later.